Hi, this is Leslie Kristen, and today's topic is I want to tell you and share with you how you can bring a little bit of Hollywood home. I have worked with so many clients over the years. For those of you that don't know me, I am a film and television makeup artist, and I actually own a makeup beauty studio here in Orlando, Florida, Studio CARA, and also I am the president of CARA Cosmetics. And for about 30 years, I have been working one-on-one with celebrities, with actors, with clients, and now we are in such a need to understand how to bring some of that Hollywood, some of that I need to look good on camera. I want to look good on my webinars. So I want to walk you through a couple of things that are just so crucial for you to be able to do business on camera, to be able to elevate your brand, to look consistent, to feel more confident, all of those things. And they're not extremely difficult things to learn. So I want to share some of those with you today. So the first thing I want you to understand is that you are the protagonist of your brand. So you are, whether you work for someone or whether you work for yourself, whether you're an entrepreneur, a realtor, an attorney, you are essentially your own company, your own brand, and you want to think of yourself like that. Because now with social media, every time that a post goes out or you are on a webinar and a meeting, that is your image out there. And so I'm going to walk you through a couple of things that I really think can really help you to just kind of master that and really look the best you can. So you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And you want to remember that. You are, again, the protagonist. You are the star of your brand. Now, I want to share a couple of mistakes here. So mistake number one is that professionals underestimate the power of appearance. And especially now with video, and for those of you that didn't grow up on video, that is going to be a big thing that you want to really understand and keep in mind, because you're not going to get that second chance. If you are out there selling online or doing business online or speaking to clients online, before you open your mouth, they are looking at you. Just like you guys are judging me right now. Does she sound competent? Does she sound like, she knows what she's talking about? Does she look like a makeup artist? Does she know what, all of these things are going through your mind. And so the more noise that we have, which I call noise, is like an ugly background or messy, or maybe your hair is kind of crazy, or your clothes are just not really working for you, or there's so many different things, is that people will just continue to scroll by. So that is something that you want to really, really look at now, because video is everything. So do not underestimate the power of appearance. The second one is, what you want to also think about is that your clients and audience are choosing to do business with you or not do business with you. So I want you to think about, how much is it that a client is worth to you? How much is a client worth to you, right? So if you're not really attracting that ideal client, how much is it costing you? If you're a realtor, that could be $10, $20, $30, $40,000 in commissions just from losing one client if you're not aligned with them. What people decide on and how we trust is that within 100 milliseconds, okay, and this is according to Northwestern University, these are not my stats at all, they judge, so we are all judging how warm and competent do we appear. And this is within like a split second, right? We're choosing to do business with people that we trust, that they seem competent. Are they approachable? Do they look mean? Do they look angry? Do they look happy? So that is how quickly our mind, and I think it's even so subconscious, we don't even realize that. But that is one of the things that on video, you can't hide that, right? Because that's immediately how we're going to attract or deter clients. So here we have a picture, right? We have this before and after. Which one are we more attracted to? Which one looks like she's happier, or does she look a little angry or reserved, or who do you want to do business with, right? The next thing is, are you aware of how people judge you by what you look like, and then they decide if they want to work with you and get to know you? Yes, we do. And a lot of us are going to say, oh, well, that's just not a nice thing to do, but it is an automatic thing. Whether you're in the grocery store, whether you are watching the news, whether you are on a YouTube video, whether you are walking your dog, we are judging machines, whether we like it or not. And so we judge in whether it's negative or positive, like, wow, that person looks really cool, I want them to be my friend. Or, ooh, that person looks scary, or they look menacing, I feel like I'm in danger, right? Or, so there's all of these different ways that we perceive other people. And now with video, it is just so automatic. Then the importance of branding. I Googled, realtor pictures, and this guy pops up. I don't know who he is, but I found it very amusing. I find it very, very amusing that so his last name is Lamb. Is this really how you want people to think of you? Maybe it works for him, but honestly, I don't think if I had a condo for sale that this would be the guy that I would call. So, think about these things before you put yourself out there. Is this really the best way to utilize your branding, right? So then you want to think about, here's another, these are actually clients of mine, that they are also realtors. And this is a very fresh, modern urban approach. They're both extremely different with their style, with their personality. But when it came to creating their marketing look, they look super cohesive, and they look like they are a team together, and they look like someone that I would want to have. I would call them to sell my house, right? So these are things that you want to think about, and these are things also that just to give you a little insight is, creating. They're both wearing black. They're both wearing a they have a cohesive look that we created as well. So they have that, it's not there. One's not wearing like a really floral kind of bright color, and then the other one is wearing something very subdued. They look in sync. No matter who you call, you're going to trust both of them equally. And so these are the things that are kind of subjective. Think again, being the protagonist of your brand, right? You want to think of yourself as though how are actors when they hop onto the set, right? How is that character created? And I'm going to share with you in a little bit about how I work through the process when I work with my clients as well. But this is one of the things. You want this to be very subjective, and to just automatically look at someone and go, wow, I trust them. They look approachable. They look competent. That's where I'm going to put my money, right? The next thing is, another mistake is that women tend to spend more on their family and their children, and they put themselves last. Now, this, of course, is not everyone, but women have this innate, sense of taking care of people. It's It's a beautiful thing. But when it comes to business, you can't leave yourself last. You can't be an afterthought when you turn on your camera and say action. You can't look like a hot mess or an afterthought and you just kind of scrambled to put some things together, because then that's going to reflect on your brand, on your business, on so many different things. And on video, this is what could be costing you clients. It could be costing you revenue. It can be costing you confidence. And so I'm going to share with you some things that you can do to help that. So here is, again, you want to look at how to combine your business and your beauty. I'm not talking about everybody has to be a beauty queen by any means or super gorgeous to not be able to be successful in business, because we all know that's not true. But if you do have, people that you admire and you look at how gradual their look as they've become more and more successful, how gradual and more polished and put together and vibrant and confident they've looked, right, over the years. And so this is not a coincidence. Obviously, people can afford better things as you become more successful, but now there's just no time to waste anymore, right? Because this is it. We are in a DIY Zoom world, and we are in everybody lives in their own little Hollywood. So mistake number 3 is professionals ignore relevancy and become outdated in their appearance. And this creates a huge brand disconnect. And you want to really, think about this, because I see this all the time. All the time. I see someone that has a headshot, so they're promoting maybe their course, or they're promoting their business, and they have this great headshot, and then all of a sudden they're on a Zoom call and you're thinking, what the heck just happened here? Is this even the same person? They don't look anything like they did. Maybe their hair is short now and their headshot looked their headshot had long hair, or maybe they were a redhead and now they're a brunette or a blonde. So all of a sudden, what happens to the audience is that they are in their head. They can't even hear what you have to say, because they're trying to process, who this person is. Are they really who they say they are? Or there's a level of confusion. And so you want to get that out of, you don't want that conversation in your client's head, because that can cost you clients, that can cost you uncertainty, especially, my goodness, if you're someone that works in an area of trust, like an accountant or an attorney, or, real estate. Absolutely. And that is what we call a brand disconnect. So really, really think about that. So here I am, right? Have you changed? Here's yours truly. Of course I've changed. I don't have short curly hair anymore. I have longer hair. So you want to update your marketing materials. That's going to be huge for you. And also, if you look a particular way in your headshot, you need to carry that look through. If you don't want to carry that look through, or if it's not your everyday look, then don't get a headshot and look all glammed up by some makeup artist that doesn't know what your brand and who you are. That is the key. So let's talk a little bit about that, because yeah, we can all look gorgeous, but again, in business, you don't want that brand disconnect. So an important tip is, when you change your look, you need to change your marketing materials, and that can be very expensive. So you really want to think about it, before you start, oh, I'm going to cut my hair off and I'm going to change my hair color and all of these different things. But it's also very important to stay relevant. And it's going to be really important for you to understand who your client is. So these are some of the things that we walk through. And when you work one-on-one with us, is really understanding your brand, your client, bring that essence of Hollywood home. I love it, because the fact that I've worked so many years in film and TV, it has given me this knowledge of, there's really not a lot of difference now between being a protagonist and an actor to you creating your own scene, your own scenario, your own business. It's very, very similar to the steps, except for you have to do all the work now. You've got to be your camera operator. You've got to be the lighting director. You have to be your wardrobe stylist, your hairstylist, your makeup artist, but you want to bring all of that cohesively together. And I can help you do that. So you want to, you want to think about, where do you go to learn all of these things, right? So have you ever maybe gone to the department stores, or you spend lots of time, on YouTube or Instagram or whatever it is? You go somewhere, or, God forbid, you've got a friend that is selling some kind of, products, and you feel obligated, and they really aren't in the industry at all. And you spend this small fortune on all of these beauty products, and then you get home and you're like, what the heck do I even do with this, right? So that is something that you definitely don't want to do. Just how you go to a professional to get your website done, to learn branding, to learn things like this is the time now to invest in your image and your online presence. So another thing is, have you ever felt like you've been watching all of these YouTube tutorials, and you're watching these girls that are, 18, 20 years old, and you try to duplicate these looks? You're learning these crazy highlight and contour. Somebody told you, oh, well, you have to contour to be on camera. And then you end up looking like you're going clubbing. Like that. Has that ever happened to you? So lots of clients that I have, they're like, I tried doing that look, and it just doesn't look the same way on me. So here's one of our clients, and she, is not necessarily an entrepreneur, but she sent us, she went through one of our programs with us and sent us her before shot. And then here is how we taught her to create her own, her own look, her daily look every day. So her testimonial, I'm very confident about my daily makeup now, and I know exactly what to add for special events, as well as the occasional times that I'm on camera. Now, this is something that this is, several years old. I'm sure she's probably more on camera now, or she might even be retired. I don't know, but she was so excited because she ended up, just even kind of jazzing up her haircut, and really, like, that was the look that she created herself. That is not a look that we did. So just teaching her how to do that, you can see the confidence and the excitement that it's going to give you. If, I have a lot of clients that are news anchors. We know the importance of how they have to look, because their looks depend on their with their job, right? People, and it's unbelievable how this is one of my clients that is a news anchor here in the Central Florida area, and the amount of news that sorry, not news, but emails and comments that they get from people like, oh, I like your hair, or I don't like your hair, or this dress or that dress. Like, I don't even know how people feel like they're entitled to do it, but this is how people judge us. They just happen to be in the public eye a little bit more, but actually we're in the public eye now. People may not send you an email saying, hey, I really didn't, I think this color doesn't look that good, or maybe this color does. They just deter from doing business with you. So we want to change that, so again, these testimonials of learning how to do makeup. Now, for example, my client Vanessa, I met her when she was going through breast cancer, and she had lost her brows, she had lost her lashes. So it was way before. She's been a client for years of mine. And so that's really how I started working with her. So some of you may have gone through that same experience, or you might be going through that experience right now too. And that is really, again, it's a daunting thing. It is learning certain techniques, how that can make you feel good. Maybe you're not on camera all the time, but it is something that, again, you're going to want to feel confident about yourself, and learning steps that make you look beautiful and comfortable and also within your own style. This is another client of mine. She is a fitness influencer, and she also, so her brand is very strategic. Now, again, you look at this, she has a very specific look that we have designed, and she's also in her 40s. So she's not a cute little 20-year-old, you know, she's showing as we age how we can look and feel fabulous. Another client here's, you know, she's a realtor. So she has a very classic look to her. Again, learning how to be able to create these looks. And again, she was a client that I worked with one-on-one virtually. She lives in Chicago. She doesn't live in Florida. Whether you're a celebrity, here is another client that I've worked with. We all know, if you're in golf at all, but Annika Sorenstam, very, very natural, I would say classic, no frills type of look. And so that might be your style. Here's a, you know, a designer that I also worked with. A lot of you guys that have watched TV, you probably recognize him, and he's also a, you know, a designer and has a furniture line and all of that. And so again, branding is everything. He has a very consistent style to him. So you want to feel confident on camera. You want to be camera ready every time that you turn your camera on. And again, you just want to be able to share that message out there. So in the world of video and social media, your appearance impacts your level of success as a professional, believe it or not. It surely does. And I want to share with you some of our services that we can help you with if you're wanting to continue this journey. And you can, because you're not going to learn everything free out there on YouTube. Really, if you're wanting to elevate your business, just like you went to college and you went to these other places, we are in the world again of DIY. So you want to really share, you know, share your message, share your business, and take advantage of video. So get ready to discover your confidence and capture your ideal clients. And what we do is, with our programs that we have and our services that we have, bring Hollywood home is what I call it, is really we walk through, and one of the key things is to discover your style. So whether you're a sophisticate, you know, that might be your style. I'm not necessarily a sophisticate. I don't want to look, you know, super glam all the time. That's just not who I am. Now, so you can, if that's you, then the Sofia Vergara's of the world and these kind of clients, you know, your transformation is learning how to do that. You can even see in the face, like how you stand stronger, you stand prouder, you have, and that might be your client as well. Maybe you are here to attract confident, strong clients too. So how do you speak to them with your look? Maybe you're trendy, you know, that might be your style. You're an artist, a hairstylist, you know, fashion designer. So that might be your look. What do you do to, you know, stay on trend and have fun? And again, utilize also your features. How do you draw someone in with your features and understanding what to do with them? And that is the key as well. Maybe you're a natural. You know, Jennifer Aniston is the iconic queen of looking amazing for so many years now. She has this consistent look, this extremely branded, curated look that makes her look timeless. She looks gorgeous, but there is a lot of work and there's a lot of Hollywood behind that look as well. And so you want to learn that no matter what age you are. This is also another thing that, you know, no matter what age you are, this is a client that, you know, she's older. Are you changing your career? Are you changing the you know, what you're getting into. She actually has a podcast. So here she is. And then she's shifting also to doing her own videos. And so she came in and we taught her how to do her own makeup every day. And you can see how confident she is. And she's beautiful. So that is more of, you know, a classic or a natural style. And then, you know, again, depending on how you want to look on camera, whether you wear glasses like me or don't wear glasses, you know, what do we really walk through designing your style, understanding the essence of who you are with your archetypes. And it doesn't take thousands of dollars to look and feel powerful, professional, and polished. So I want to share with you, you can go to Bring Hollywood Home on Zoom, or you can go to caracosmetics.com and learn more about our services, learn more about our programs, because you can be anywhere in the world. I have clients all over the world and they work with us because it is your time to shine. So I hope you've learned some great tips out of this, and I look forward to seeing you. We've got many more videos, and it is really your time to capture the world of social media and really to get your message out there. So I look forward to working with you personally, and I wish you all the best in the world and have a fabulous, fabulous day. See you later. Bye.